right. So I'm going to teach you how to play Because the Night, which is a song that was kind of an accidental co-write between Bruce Springsteen and Patti Smith. As legend has it, or the story goes, Bruce Springsteen had written this song and they had recorded like a demo track of it. And he's like, it's going to be another sort of dumb love song. I don't really know what to do with it. And Bruce is like, yeah, let Patti have a stab at it. And she ended up writing the bulk of the lyrics for the song and changed it from kind of a sappy love song to being like one of the most iconic songs about sort of like carnal love. I mean, it's just such a terrific, amazing song. So before we dive into the tutorial, make sure you take a quick second and download the free PDF of the lyrics and chords. This is going to help you learn this song so much faster. Take a quick second. As you can see here, it's pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com/because the night, and there's a little dash in between each one of the words. Right on that page, you'll see a little place for you to enter your email address, and it'll be thrown right into your email inbox. My subscribers love this because you can write notes on it. You can have everything that you need to be successful. So make sure you go and do that. So let's dive into studio mode. Here I am, studio mode. Okay. So the first thing we want to have a look at is this, this piano intro. And the first thing that you should know is that this song is in the key of D major. And so we have in our key signature, we have the F sharp and the D sharp. And the song is centered around the key of B minor, but we sort of go back and forth between B minor and D. Okay. And the chords that we play at the very beginning of this are we go from B minor to G to A and then back to B minor. And we've got the first part of the Tracia rhythm, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm breaking that into counting the eighth notes. You could also count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now all you're going to do is play the root and fifth in the left hand. So we're taking that out, 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the little melody part. Okay, so it's two separate 2-bar phrases, right? And the first one goes do-dee-da-da, and the second one ends with do-dee-da-da. So we're going dee-da-do-da, and we do that 3 times. 2, 3, and then we go do-do-do-do. Then we go back to the first shape. We do that again, 2, 3, and then we do the one that goes up higher. Okay, so I'm going to show you that hands together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'll play it a little faster. Now this plays throughout all of the verses. We have this same thing going over and over and over again. And so we're going to want to kind of dive in, and I'll show you how you can put the vocals on top of this. As always, if you want to simplify it so that when you go to sing the verse, you just play the left hand at first, that's totally fine. So it will go, take me now, baby, here as I am. Pull me close, try and understand. Desire is hunger on which we feed. Now, let's try to add the right hand to it. So I would say get this to the point where you can play it without having to think about it or count. And then we're going to kind of nudge our way into it. So we're going to go, take me now, baby, here as I am. Pull me close, try to understand. The higher one. Desire is hunger, is the fire I breathe. Love is a banquet on which we feed. And you could do that as many times as you needed to until you get it into your fingers. The fun thing about it is once you get into the flow of it, it's really not, it's actually really fun. It's kind of like a little train that will take you on its way. So the next few chords in this song, of which there are very few, we've got an A chord, or I'm sorry, we've got a G chord, we've got an A chord, we've got a D chord, we've got an A chord. And with this, I can leave you to whatever inversions you feel like. You can play all of these in root position and you'll be okay. Come on now, try and understand, right? And you'll notice, like I sort of mentioned at the beginning, that you ask what rhythm it is. It's just you're going to chase the melody. Come on now, try and understand. You see, like rhythmically, you don't have to be thinking about something individually because the whole song kind of works this way. Then it goes B minor and G. And again, I'm root position all the way here. And G and A. So it goes the way I feel when I'm in your hand. And it's literally, you're just chasing the melody. And then it goes back to D and G and G and A. Okay, so that this is kind of the pre-chorus, that the pre-chorus goes G, A, D, A, and then it goes B minor, G, G to A, and then it goes D to G, G to A, okay, and then it goes to C, right? They can't hurt you now, and then B minor. Can't hurt you now. And then it's going to go to F sharp. Can't hurt you now. Right? Just like that. Okay. By the way, I'm doing it in Patti Smith's key because her version, I think, of the song is more famous. And also because I always sing it in the men's keys. And I just want to sing it in a key that works for me today. So you can apply all of this to Bruce Springsteen's key. Okay. So we're going to do this pre-chorus section where it goes, starting on G. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel when I'm in your hand. Take my hand, come under cover. They can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now, right? So all you have to do rhythmically is chase the melody. You're just going to come on now, try and understand. That's all they're doing in the recording. Okay. When you get to the they can't hurt you now part, if you want, you could pulse can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now. And then if you want to have it be big, you can play and double the root on top. Can't hurt you now, right? And there's that typical kind of rock and roll to the 5-chord thing we see all over the place. So then that's basically half the song now. So now we're going to do the chorus, okay? It goes from B minor to G, G to A, B minor, G, and then it goes G, A, B minor. And so what happens is the first of it's kind of a 2-phrase thing that flips and flops. The very first one, G to A, so the first one doesn't resolve, it just goes to A, and then the second one resolves. B minor, G, G, A, B minor. So that's how you can kind of remember. It goes, because the night belongs to lovers, because the night belongs to lust, because the night belongs to lovers, pattern of this as you kind of move through it to say, like, how am I going to remember this? You remember the first one doesn't resolve. The second one resolves to B minor. Okay. And that's the whole song except for the bridge. All right. That's the whole wazoo of everything. So we're going to have a look at the bridge. Because I'm going to do a playthrough at the end and you'll see how all of the pieces of the puzzle come together. So when we get to the bridge, it's the same exact thing where it's going to go D, A, D, D, A, B minor, A. It's just going to chase the melody all the way through. And again, I encourage you to use whatever inversions you feel like. For right now, just because of all the movement, I'm going to use D in second inversion. And then I'm going to go to A in root position and D in second inversion again. So this is that hallelujah, hallelujah, right? So we're going to go D to A to D to A. And then it goes B minor to A. So I'm just going to play B minor in root position and then A again. And then it goes D to A to, again, D in second inversion to A. And then it's going to go B minor and then A and D and A, right? So it's just that little. So if you wanted to practice this, you could go from D in second inversion to A in root position and then just go to the B minor. And you could do that a few times backwards and forwards, right? So that you can easily grab all of these so that when you're reading your lyrics and chords chart, you sort of have everything at the ready. So I'm going to show this to you, the bridge. With love we sleep, with doubt the vicious cycle turns and burns. Without you I cannot live. Forgive the yearning, burning eye. And then it goes to a G chord. Believe, back to D again. It's time to real, to feel, right? So that's that whole section. Again, the rhythm is the melody, which is so convenient because isn't it nice to not have to like clap a different rhythm and try to sing on top of it as we usually do here. So let me go through that one more time. And then I'll go on to the touch me now part. With love we sleep, with doubt the vicious circle turns and burns. Without you I cannot live. Forgive the yearning, burning. I believe it's time to real, to feel. And then we're going to go from B minor, touch me now. And then we're going to go to D, also in second inversion, touch me now. And then we're going to go to the G chord, which you're welcome. You see I can play octaves in my left hand or just a single note. You can also at any point double the top note. Touch me now, because that's going to make it a little bit more dramatic. So it's going to go, so touch me now, touch me now, touch me now. One more time. Touch me now, touch me now, touch me now. Now, there's something super cool at the end of the bridge that I think is worth learning. So it goes, touch me now, touch me now, touch me. So it's like, all we're doing is we're walking up B, C sharp, D, and you're going to keep walking up to the G, right? Because it goes, touch me now, touch me now, touch me. So it's just literally, I'm walking up the scale, but you sort of do it along with the rhythm of the song. So touch me now, touch me now, touch me now, right? And then it goes, because the night belongs to lovers. And that's the whole song. So the last little piece of this that we want to learn is the solo section, because there is a guitar solo partway through all of this. And I know that you're going to be like, well, what do I play? First of all, if all you can do is play the chords, that's totally fine. So if you go G, A, D, D, A, you can like I'm kind of doing a guitar, like a kind of chording solo there. You can see that. So you can just kind of chunk the chords out there if you like. So let me show that to you again. G, A. That works great. The other thing that you could do if you want is just play the D pentatonic scale, because we're in the key of D in this song. And so you can play 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And I like to practice it from the 5, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. And you can just try it around that way with your left hand playing the root in the fifth. So it would be. That's all I'm playing. Isn't that funny? Let's do it one more time. And I'm literally only just playing those 5 notes. And I'm playing different rhythms. I'm just improvising. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you get to that section, you can just kind of, blast through and try some things, break it apart as I just did, and play it through a few times. You'll find that the pentatonic scale is going to get you really, really far. You just have to make sure you play the correct one. We always play the pentatonic scale of whatever key we're in. We're not so worried about the chords of the song. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to play the whole wazoo. I'm going to add a couple of little bits and bytes from here, just because I'll just forget that I'm supposed to not do that. So I'm just going to give myself some levity to do it, but also to give you a few ideas of things that you can do. You can always double octaves in the left hand. You can always pulse things in your right hand. Those are all up for grabs. So let's see where the cookie crumbles here. All right. Take me now, baby, here as I am. Pull me close, try and understand. Desire's hunger is the fire I breathe. Love is a banquet on which we feed. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel when I'm in your hand. Take my hand, come undercover. They can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now, can't hurt you now. Because the night belongs to lovers, because the night belongs to lust, because the night belongs to lovers, because the night belongs to lust. Second verse. Have I doubt when I'm alone? Love is a ring on the telephone. Love is an angel disguised as lust. Here in our bed until the morning comes. Come on now, try and understand the way I feel under your command. Take my hand as the sun descends. They can't turn Doesn't that sound great? It's kind of amazing, like how satisfying the accompaniment is, the whole arrangement is, because it really sounds so much like the recording that your audience is going to really feel very satisfied by it. It's not going to sound kind of like a rinky-tink kind of thing. It really sounds like the arrangement. So break it apart the way I showed you. And if you need to modify for your skills, that is totally a-okay. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If it was, make sure you leave me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Was there any particular thing off the top of your head that you really learned from the tutorial? Also leave any song requests that you're interested in. I'm always trying to see what people want to learn so I can provide that on the channel. If you want to learn more about me, you should check out my website, pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com. There you will find a plethora of wonderful resources. You can learn how to work with me. I teach private lessons all over the world via Zoom. It's pretty cool. I teach everybody all over the place. And I also have a really unique online membership called The Versatile Musician. And it's for folks like you who are looking to fill in some blanks in your playing, piano skills, music theory, musicianship, breaking down songs this way, learning how to play instrumental piano, learning to sing, all these great skills to help you to become more of a versatile musician. You can check it out at theversatilemusician.com and make sure that when you sign up, you use the coupon code GETSTARTED30 for $30 off your first month. I can't wait to show you the next tutorial I have coming down the pike. Until then, happy practicing.